Yeah, pulling through the muscle. So pulling through, especially if you're doing any back exercises, seated row, underarm row, the first thing you want to do is get in position, shoulders back and down, back and down. So you want to shoulders back and then down. And then when you're doing something like a seated row, you're really pulling through the right areas, through the middle of the back here, right through the shoulder blades. That's where you want to be pulling. If your shoulders are up, and you just get loads of tension pulling through the neck and the upper back, and that's going to cause some pain and irritation around these areas. You don't want that. Shoulders back and down, and concentrate on pulling through the muscle that you're working in particular. So shoulders back and down, any sort of back pulling exercise, even when you're doing your deadlifts. If you see my video from last night, you know, I get my shoulders back and down, I'm up here like this, I get in there, set my shoulders back. It's the first thing I do in the deadlift, set my shoulders back, and then I'll go down, because then I'm starting in a good position. And that's another thing that I've just remembered there, which I've then just forgotten straight away, because that just happens a lot now. I don't know why, I'm 34, not 84. Yeah, pulling through the muscle. So, pulling through, starting the movement, with the muscles that you're working, starting with the muscles that are being worked. So what that means is the first movement, I'm sure you can read that because that's just amazing handwriting, I think you can all agree with that. I'm just going to make sure the video is still working. So the first movement comes from the muscle that you're exercising. For example, if you're lying down on the bench and you're lying on the bench press, first things first, body is nice and tight. So you get your stomach engaged, you get your bum tight as well. You're going to concentrate on your breathing while you're lifting the bar up and down. Don't you worry so much. Well, your shoulders definitely back. It's quite hard to get them back and down, but you just want to make sure you're not too high up in the neck and benching like this and getting everything too tight. You know, just make sure your shoulders are back and they're in a nice, comfortable position. But then when you're ready to start when you're starting the movement, you're bringing the weight down. When you're doing the lifting part of the exercise, you want to start the movement through the chest, so you're pushing through the chest. Likewise with the tricep press down. Instead of just going up and down, concentrate on the movement going through the back of the arm, the triceps, which is what you're supposed to be exercising. So you're really concentrating on the movement starting through that muscle. So that you've got to concentrate on using that muscle to create the starting point of the movement.